So which service is better, Instacart or Shipt? Can you make more money with Instacart or more money with Shipt? Well, I've driven for both services and I want to give my opinion. Let's talk about it. Peace, love, and power, people. Thanks for tuning back into the Snappy Driver channel. And in today's video, basically, I just want to kind of talk about Instacart, and Shipt. Just really give you guys my opinion, on both of those services. I haven't driven a ton, all right, for either one. I mean, it's not like I've done 20 orders for each. So my experience is limited, but this is just my opinion. Overall, just to get it out there, I do prefer Shipt after driving for both. And there's one main reason, all right? The main reason for me is the scheduling. You basically have to go in and choose your hours on Instacart, and those hours, basically you start becoming available to choose those hours, I believe, on Wednesday at 9 a.m. It says local time, but I have had very bad luck in choosing Instacart hours. First off, I'm not even sure if it is 9 a.m. local time, because I've gone in there before 9 a.m. and I've seen hours available. Now, I don't know if that's because people have just dropped hours in preparation, but basically I've gone in there at like 8 o'clock local time, and at 8 o'clock there are hours available, and then they're not hours that I want. Then I go back at 9 a.m. and there are no additional hours. It's still just those hours available that I don't want or I can't drive at those times. With Shipt, you basically, at least in my city, I don't know if it's different, if there's like different availability in different areas, but in my city, every single day, every single hour is available to put yourself on a schedule. I haven't seen a day where it's like grayed out or it's not available to select that time on that day. I haven't seen it yet. And they even have days marked, of course, saying like, we need more drivers at this time. So basically with Shipt, I've been able to put myself on a schedule every single day for every day that I personally want to drive. That's a pretty big deal to me, because not even to be able to put yourself on the schedule for Instacart, that really sucks. Now, I know the reason for that. Obviously, they have a very good reason for that. And the reason for that is, of course, because there are only a certain amount of orders, and then they don't want to have way too many drivers and just basically have people sitting around like not able to take orders, not able to get orders, and just completely wasting their time. DoorDash is similar. It's a different service, of course, food delivery, not groceries on demand, but they also will have times where you just can't dash at that time. They're like, we don't need drivers at this time. And I think that's a really good thing overall, because it makes sure that you're not just sitting around just like not getting orders at all. I don't know. Basically, Shipt, I've been able to sign up for every day, to drive every day for Shipt. And a lot of those times, they still even say that they need drivers. Now, it could be the case that Shipt is newer, and they don't have that many people driving for Shipt in my city yet. That could be very true. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know. Another comparison, obviously, would be the apps. Which app is better and easier to use? Now, of course, once again, like a lot of things, this is going to come down to personal preference. So, I personally find Instacart's app a little easier to use. I do find their app a little bit easier to use, but both apps are very, very similar. Both apps obviously are going to show you a picture of the item. Both apps are going to do very similar things. I will say the one thing that was a little tough for me on Shipt's app was that the customer, whenever they put in like a custom item, I don't know if on Instacart, and of course I could be very wrong on this, but I feel like on Shipt, it allowed them just to type in the item just however they wanted to type it. And then it's like, good luck finding it. Because I had one item that she just typed it in, and there was no picture, there was no description. I don't know if she couldn't find it in the app or something like that, so she was able to manually enter it, which is good for her because she can manually put her item in even if she can't find it. But at the same time, I wasn't able to find that item at all. And I even asked the staff at the store, of course. Eventually she found a picture, and so she sent me the picture, and I was able to use the picture. But they just did not have that item at the store. I think on Instacart, it basically limits them whenever they want to add an item to the order. I don't know if it allows them just to basically manually type it in. And of course, like I say, I could be wrong. Instacart could allow for that too. But I do know that was kind of a little roadblock on the Shipt app versus when I was shopping for Instacart. Every one of my orders on Instacart so far, they have had like an added item, but it was an item that had a barcode, it had a picture and everything like that. I don't know. As far as support, I don't know. I like Shipt support. I had an issue with I was just wondering about bags because the customer was requesting that I use shopper bags or paper bags. I was a little concerned that the store wouldn't have paper bags, so I said, well, let's say they don't have paper and I have to use shopper bags, canvas bags or something like that, and I have to purchase those. Will you guys reimburse me, or do I charge the customer for those, or do I just tell the customer, you're just gonna have to take plastic? What do I do? And they responded like very quickly. It was on-demand chat. I haven't had to chat with Instacart's chat, but I know that Shipt had really good support. Shipt seemed to pay me more. I had a decent order, or I had a decent day on my very first Instacart shift. I had one order, I think it paid around $14. But the next day I had two orders and I got paid a little over $10, for those two orders. And it's not like they were just really close. It's not like the person lived, almost right next to the store or something like that, and the store was close to my house. I had to drive from the store to the customer's house, of course, a decent distance, not super far, but to make $10 was pretty whack, and I know that they have their minimums and they have a new pay structure, which I need to review all of that. But all I know is that it was a really crappy day. Now, of course, that obviously happens with any service, and it's not that every day is going to be that bad. There might be days where you just have a stellar day and it makes up for that low day. That's what I've noticed in delivery, even working for an actual company, and doing delivery orders and getting tips from customers. So I don't know. I got paid more for doing two orders with Shipt on my very first shift, and I don't know, I just feel like Shipt right now in my area is paying a little bit more. So that's really it for this kind of review, for this video. I'm talking you guys' ear off, but I just wanted to let you guys know, I wanted to give you like a full experience and not kind of shortchange you. I have decided, I think, to really start doing Shipt instead of Instacart. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the videos that I'm putting out for you on this channel, man. And appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.